Alright, hell yeah. So in this video, I'm going to show you one modification that you can make that might instantly give you more, improved edging ability of your R1 boat. So in all of these clips, what's happening is that the boat is flattening out, catching this upstream tube, and we're just getting pieced out. And so the boat isn't effectively edgeable, even though like I'm already on the high side. In all of these clips I'm on the high side. What happens is the boat just rocks flat, catches that upstream tube, and so hell yes. And then we have this footage, and then so I typically have like a beam that runs underneath the thwarts that I strap in, that's kind of shaped like a U, that helps kind of push out the floor just in that location, giving side to side rocker. In this video, what I'm going to show you that you can do is just, put these NRS straps from D-ring to D-ring that go across the thwarts, and then really reef on them to where even like you're like dimpling your boat. That's what I did. You know what I mean? Don't do it so aggressively that you might cause damage to your boat. But when I did that, then everything is super tight, like for sure sideways, and then even those straps are pushing down on the thwarts, and I have pressure from that thwart to the floor. And it's kind of interesting because I didn't even really notice the boat still looks totally flat bottomed. But just because we put those straps on, so the straps are on, and I hardly have any stair step. But now here's the difference, is that same wave, and this was just kind of later in the day, I was just really impressed that being over on that high side, I could kind of control how much that low side tube dipped down. And so the early footage, I was just really shocked of how difficult this wave was, and how all I had to do is just tighten those straps, and hell yeah, I was able to effectively edge the boat. So that is something that you can do in your R1 boat at your own risk and stuff like that. But really reef on those straps, and again at your own risk, because if you're starting to dimple your boat, you could cause damage. Alright, hell yeah. But here's all the clips where the boat is a lot flatter, the straps are loose, and you just get instant suck on that upstream tube. And this is going to happen with just a lot of R1 rafts in general because they're so wide in nature. My boat is kind of unique that I can push out the floor. But those were the clips. And maybe go for this one that actually worked. So we were able to edge our boat. Hell yeah, from that. And I've actually pushed out my floor to the extreme, and sometimes I don't feel like that's super effective. It's actually kind of hard to get the floor lower. I don't know. I just thought this was very fascinating, that all I needed was straps, and I didn't need anything else. So this is a stock raft, and just strapping those, really strapping that tight, pulls those outer tubes together. It allows your floor to push out just a little bit. And I noticed the rocker here underneath the boat more than I did having it flipped over. So that was kind of interesting. So that rocker still is there, and it allows me to edge this boat. Alright, that was it. Just something that you can do just by putting those straps. And maybe I'll show you this, this strap setup. And, when I get my boat all wet, I really pull up on this and then really reef down on those straps, and then try to get it to, because you'll tighten the upper strap and then it'll loosen through that. And if everything's wet, then the straps will kind of equalize together. But hell yeah. Okay, I think I'm done with this one, but thanks for joining me. Booyah.